Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cynical, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm going to be doing the top 10 ultra rare troops in the game, in my opinion. We did the top 10 commons, we did the top 10 rares, go check those out. Maybe I'll put them on a playlist when I'm done. But we're going to do top 10 for every rarity, and we're on ultra rares. So top 10 ultra rares coming at you right now, and I'm going to show a team for each of the top 3. So, in action. So 3 teams on here, and a bunch of troops, at least 10. But I have some honorable mentions. Let's get into the honorable mentions. Sorted by base rarity, show all, go down to ultra rare, and let's get started here. So some honorable mentions here, real quick. I'm gonna not give them too much time. They're honorable mentions, just some things I wrote down before I weeded out the rest. And mostly I based this list on my experiences. This is my opinion. These are ultra rares I use. That the ones at the top are gonna be the ones I still use, and then the other ones could be ones I used when I was early on in the game or stuff like that. So based on my experience. So alright, the first honorable mention. These are in no order. These honorable mentions, they're just in alphabetical order. So, but the rest of them are going to be a top 10 from 10 to 1. But Diviner. It's a good mana generator. It transforms a chosen color to yellow and enchants all allies or increase all allies magic by 14 or increase or cleanse all allies. So if you need yellow for your team, a good mana generator that you can choose. And then it will enchant all allies or increase their magic by a certain amount. So, or cleanse all 3 good things. You could need the cleanse for an entangle. You might need enchant for everyone. It does everyone, so that's great. And then increase in magic is also good too. So it does 3 good things on top of being a mana generator for yellow and gaining an extra turn, hopefully, because it's going to change a color to yellow. You're going to line it up so it gets an extra turn, and whoever you fill it up there with the yellow can go ahead and cast them too. Next honorable mention is Dragonian Rogue. 12 blue, purple, Dragonscall, Dragon Rogue. Good for mana generation and attacking. Destroy gems in an X shape, deal 32 damage to the last enemy, boosted by purple gems destroyed. So you line up your X to where you're hitting the most purple gems, and then it deals damage based on that. But yeah, Dragonian Rogue, honorable mention, destroy gems in X shape, deal 32 damage to the last enemy, boosted by purple gems destroyed. It's good, it's got stealthy, and it can do some good damage while it's giving you some, destroy, some magic. Gems are removed from the board with full effect as if they were matched, so not bad. Next honorable mention is Druid and the Dragonian Monk, or Rogue. I keep saying Monk. Dragonian Rogue is just like an early game good troop that does damage and gives itself, some mana back, or somebody some mana back with that X Destroy. Here we have Druid, another honorable mention. It starts battles with 50% mana, that's great. It's got the Water Link. Deals 37 light splash damage to 2 random enemies. Good for early game. Goes good with Ranger. Just good for early game, like the Dragonian Rogue. Something I used in early game. What else for honorable mentions here? Most of these honorable mentions are early game things that I used early, so if you're a beginner, maybe keep more of an eye on these honorable mentions than anything else. But Knight Coronet, reduce damage from skulls by 50%, gain 3 to all skills if in first position, and Water Spirit, 3 good traits for a good tank early in the game. If you don't want to use your hero in first slot, use the Knight Coronet, and it's best if you do use it in first slot, because it gets all these extra trait, gets to use its traits, basically. Remove all purple gems, deal 34 damage to the first enemy, boosted by gems removed, then deal the same to the last enemy. So it hits 2 enemies as well. Early game. Except for the Diviner so far, it's all been early game, good troops in the early game. Alright, what's the next honorable mention? Moon Singer, McGrim Woods, 12 yellow-blue, Wargare. Starts battles with full mana. So empowered troops are usually some of the best in each rarity. So starts battle with full mana. And then it will convert purple gems to green. Hunters mark the first enemy. So empowered convert troop, always good. So if you have something that needs green, and you can happen to get that lined up when you start the battle, you can get a super good early jump on the battle. Empowered converters, always good. The next one. Nyx. Pan's Veil, Elemental Fae, 14 purple green. It's got Water Heart. Drain up to 12 mana from an enemy. Create blue gems equal to the mana drain. Just a good disruptor early in the game. All these honorable mentions are early in the game stuff. Satyr Musician. Wild Folk, 12 brown yellow, Pan's Veil. Deal 34 damage to the first two enemies, then steal 2 magic and silence them. This might have made the top 10. It's really close. It's a really good disruptor, and it's dealing damage, and it's stealing magic. So, pretty good. Almost made the top 10. Gain 1 magic for each yellow ally. And the last honorable mention is... where is it? Spirit Dancer. So, Magrim Woods, 13 blue, purple, Wargear Mystic. Transform a selected mana color to green, summon a Spirit Fox. So, another converter that will help your team, a mana generator. It summons a Leaf Storm when an ally summons a troop. So, if it gets to summon that Spirit Fox, you'll also get a green storm while you're transforming a selected mana color to green. Not bad. Early game stuff. Alright, let's start with the top 10. I'll try to mention some teams for these, but I'm only going to show teams for the top 3. Alright, number 10 on the top 10 Ultra Rares and Gems of War. We have Goblin Rocket. One of my favorite troops in the early game. 11 red-yellow, Zaijin, Goblin Mech. I used it a lot early in the game with, like, one of my first legendaries was Jarl Fire Mantle, so I would combine, like, 2 Jarl Fire Mantles with 2 Goblin Rockets, and it would work really good. Nowadays, I would make sure to use my hero in that team, but, yeah, good team early in the game. If you combine Jarl, some sort of amount of Jarls, even 1 Jarl, maybe your hero, and then 2 Goblin Rockets, really good early in the game. I used to use it. Burns enemies when doing skull damage, and it gains bonus red from red gem matches. It explodes a gem. It deals 33 light splash damage to a random enemy, and gains an extra turn. So, exploding, giving you some mana back, dealing damage, and gaining an extra turn. So, turn is not over once it does all of that. Alright, number 9. I kind of cheated on this one and put 2 troops in 9th place, because they're kind of similar. But, we have Gluttony. Gluttony, 12, green, blue, Cinemirage, Daemon. Reason I put this is because sometimes it is used, even late game, for really restricted events. So, keep an eye on this troop, Gluttony. Explode 4 gems of an enemy's mana color. 20% chance to devour them. So you can see how that would maybe get through certain events. If you put 3 of them on your team, have a bunch of chance to devour. You know, a 20% chance 3 times. Hopefully you get that at least once. Then it's exploding gems. A lot of troops that do more than one thing, especially if it's mana generation and some sort of damage or something. Usually good. Explode a green gem at the start of battle. That's not bad. And it's immune to devour. So, number 9, Gluttony. And also, along the same lines here, I'm going to put it as number 9 as well. This one isn't not as... I'd say Gluttony's slightly better, but I just wanted to make sure I included Herdmaster as a mention alongside Gluttony. Gluttony's the real number 9, but we'll just mention Herdmaster as a similar troop. 12 purple, yellow, Divinian Field, Centaur. Explode 30 yellow gems. Cleanse all allies. So, really good there. Exploding, doing 2 things, like I said. Getting your yellow, getting anything up, really. Exploding a lot of gems, and then cleansing all allies. So, really good. Air Link. So I'll put that alongside the Gluttony. Number 8 is another one where I put 2 because they're similar, but it's the last one where I do that. So I only did that on 2 of them. And this one is what? So number 8. Spirit Fox. 9. Purple, green, Magrim Woods, Fey Beast. Drain 7 mana from an enemy, remove all yellow gems, deal 29 true damage boosted by gems removed. Empowered, start battles with full mana. Another one, it's stealthy. Another one where you might use it in really restricted events. It's not on any meta teams or anything, but it's kind of like Gluttony, where you would use it on events where you're super restricted. And it starts battle with full mana, and then it'll drain, so disrupts, and then does true damage. True damage is awesome. So, based on yellow gems removed. So if you got like a yellow storm going, you can drain somebody that maybe starts with half mana, and then deal true damage. Put 3 of these on the team, you know, something like that, just like the Gluttony, and you can get through some events. But alongside Spirit Fox, we have something similar once again. And this is the last time I'm going to do that. But Astral Spirit, 11 yellow blue Undead Centaur, Dominion Fields. Remove all gems of a chosen color. Deal 31 true damage to the first enemy boosted by gems removed. Start battles with full mana. So kind of the same kind of deal. 3 of them on a team in a restricted event could really help you out with your hero. So that was number 8. Alright, now these are all singles going forward. Number 7 we have Dragonian Monk, Dragonscall, 11 brown yellow, Mystic Dragon, destroy gems in an X shape, so like the Dragonian Rogue, and barrier a random ally for every yellow gem destroyed. So you could end up doing barrier to your whole team as long as you can hit 4 yellow gems there. Then it starts battles with 50% mana, so really useful troop, especially early in the game. If you don't have Dawnbringer, get you some barrier going, and it destroys gems, so not bad. Number 7. Alright, number 6. Number 6 we have Fire Giant. 12 brown yellow Stormheim Elemental Giant. Deal 38 damage to an enemy. Deal triple damage if they are burning. Create 10 red gems if the enemy dies. It has Fire Link. And you put this basically on a giant team early in the game. Put a bunch of giants together. You can make a pretty good team, a pretty beefy team. Giants have a lot of durability. And, you know, he's going to deal triple damage if they're burning. And, you know, create 10 red gems if the enemy dies. So pair him with somebody that can do burn, hopefully a giant, and hopefully he can get the kill and do, you know, get some red gems there. Alright, number 5. Number 5, we have Giant Spider. 13 green, blue, Zalkari, Beast. Transform a selected mana color to purple, summon a spider swarm. It will poison enemies when doing skull damage, and it has Magic Link. So it's a converter, purple converter, and it's going to help you by summoning a spider swarm whenever it does that. So if you lose your first troop for some reason, then you can summon in a spider swarm. So mana converter, always good, and with a summon, will help your team even more. So look out for that giant spider early in the game. A lot of ultra rares are early in the game type things, but the first 3 are definitely things I still use. And then in restricted events, you use these quite a bit. And like Arena, these are troops you should look out for in Arena. Number 4. We have Sunbird. 12 red, purple, Suncrest, Elemental Beast. Deal 41 scatter damage boosted by my life. Die and rise from the ashes. It's got Fireheart, Regeneration, and from ashes. Summon a firestorm when an ally dies. Good old Sunbird Firebomb team. Not going to show it, but Sunbird paired with some Firebombs can really almost replicate what Rowan does early in the game. So until you get Rowan, you should probably use the Sunbird team. And, yeah, do your quick clears. Maybe in Vault this weekend with Sunbird. It also resurrects, so if it happens to take some damage and you can cast it, it'll gain its some of its life and durability back. I think most of the time. And then that firestorm if you kill somebody, or it summons a firestorm when an ally dies, and it kills itself when it. So pretty much firestorm, a lot of scatter damage, and comes back to life. Pretty good. It's like a budget Rowan for early in the game when paired with fire bombs. Alright, now some teams. Top 3 coming through. What is our top 3 ultra rares in Gems of War? And I kind of did these by most useful to me still late in the game, used them early in the game, and still using them late in the game. What are they? Can you guess? Number 3, Apothecary. 10 green, blue, KZO, Dwarf Mystic. Transform a selected mana color to brown. Cleanse all allies. So another mana converter, and cleanses your whole team. So that's always nice, especially in like Guild Wars, stuff like that. Has Merchant, not bad. Fortitude, can't be like devoured or anything. Or, you know, silenced, all that. But good. Good troop. Use it a lot. Still use it, but only on like one team. But it's good troop. Let's go show a team for it. I'm gonna do difficulty 12 Explore. It's mostly a PvP Guild Wars type thing, but doomedglaive, Apothecary, the Wild Queen, the Possessed King. I showed this last week on my Wild Queen teams, but this is the only one I'm using Apothecary on, so I have to show it again. But hey, here's a team for Apothecary. Be nice if we could get her up. Red extra turn. Take some skulls, I guess. Brown extra turn, yellow extra turn, all kinds of stuff going on there. Purple, because we got that Possessed King, he's awesome. Anytime you take an extra turn, does some exploding. And now cast the Wild Queen. And come on, let's go. We got going on here. Yeah. Get them both up. Now we can cast. But let's see. Yeah, we'll cast her first because she's going to cleanse. She's going to get rid of that entangle there so we can do our thing. Cast it on yellow. Get an extra turn. Get a whole bunch of brown. And yeah, now we can cast this. Convert brown gems to Doomskulls. Really good for green Guild Wars, this team. And Wild Queen. And doomedglaive. Wild Queen. There you go. Pretty simple. And it works in difficulty 12 Explore. Wild Queen is awesome. Apothecary, that's what she's used for me at least. So that was number 3 ultra rare in the game. Now let's go to number 2, the second best ultra rare in the game. I'm going to go ahead and just show it on the team. Instead of going to the troop menu, we'll just go with the team. Good old key team. Been talking about it a lot lately because I want you guys to use it whenever you can. Unless you're in a super awesome guild with 20 million gold or more. If you're super comfortable with your gold, then yeah, you don't have to use this. You can call it overrated all you want. It's for getting resources, and it's powerful. It can do anything. But Egg Thief, my number 2 ultra rare in the game. Could be argued that it's a number 1 ultra rare in the game. But the other thing, the number 1 is used in way more teams. But this may give it a run for its money for the number 1 ultra rare in the game. Egg Thief, really awesome. Have it gold medaled. 12 red, green. Dragonscall, human rogue. Destroy 24 random gems boosted by my gold. Gain 10 gold. Summon dragon eggs. Really good summoner. Keep your team alive. Really good mana generator. It's got agile, stealthy, greedy. And you pair it with greed, it does awesome. It's really good on this team. I've never seen it used. I mean, I've seen it used on other teams, but this is the main team it's used on. So let's go to a battle. Egg Thief, our number 2 ultra rare in the game. Remember to check out the top 10 commons, the top 10 rares, and then eventually I'll do the top 10 epics. There's already kind of a top 10 epics. There's a top 5 epics you get for free from the quests. So that might give you a little sneak preview there. But those are the top free epics. We gotta still do a top 10 of all the epic rarity troops. Get our gold up first, of course. Get our egg thief up. Explode. Explode. Now there's our skeleton key. Gets a kill, then it gets an extra turn, so we can do egg thief again. If you happen to lose Cedric, you're gonna get a summon every time you cast. There you go. You can get your whole dungeons done with this. Pet battles, PvP, difficulty 12 explore. It's awesome. So, egg thief, my number 2 ultra rare in Gems of War, in my opinion. You can put yours in the comments. What's your opinion? What's your top 10? What's your number 1? Whatever. What's your number 1 ultra rare? What's your top 3? Put it in the comments. Alright, and our number 1 ultra rare in the game is gonna be Leprechaun. So it's used on Rowan team. It's used on a lot of teams. Leprechaun. It's used on this team. This is the fastest team, difficulty 12 team in the game. I don't think it's used Truffle Shuffle sometimes though. Leprechaun used on a lot of teams. And now I'm coming up empty here, but here we go. Leprechaun again. So Leprechaun used on a lot of teams. This is the Phoenicia team, the quick clear, the bad and bougie, high level Rowan team. Leprechaun's awesome. 12 purple, green, bright forest, fey. Explode 22 green gems boosted by my gold, gain 20 gold. And it starts battles with full mana. So all those explosions right away, empowered. Gotta have it fully traded. The reason I put it at number 1, you could argue that maybe Egg Thief should be number 1. I don't know what else, but Egg Thief maybe should be number 1. That's probably the only other one that you could argue. But Leprechaun is used in so many teams these days, at low levels and high levels, that I had to put it as my number 1 ultra rare in Gems of War. Starts empowered, explodes a bunch of green, gains gold even, another thing you need, nature link, greedy, used all the time. Explode, gets our Phoenicia up right away, because that Leprechaun is awesome. It's used in the Rowan team, it's used in a lot of teams, Anytime you can use it, you pretty much use it in late game. Anytime, because it gets Phoenicia up right away. Boom, especially when paired with Mirage Queen. And you can clear stuff almost as fast as Rowan, probably just off by half a second, split second. But can clear higher level stuff like difficulty 5 Explorer if you want to go after some trophies. Dungeons, pet battles. This is the fastest pet rescue team in the game right here. Phoenicia, the number 1 guy, uses this team. But I think you get the idea. Leprechaun, my number 1 ultra rare in Gems of War. So let's reiterate here. Number 1 was Leprechaun. Number 2, Egg Thief. Number 3, Apothecary. Number 4, Sunbird. Number 5, Giant Spider. Number 6, Fire Giant. Number 7, Dragonian Monk. Number 8, Astral Spirit / Spirit Fox. Number 9, Gluttony / Herdmaster. And number 10, Goblin Rocket. So if you're a beginner early in the game, these are the troops you should be looking out for to make teams with. And yeah, also in the arena, stuff like that. And put in the comments what you would change with my list. Would you maybe put Dragonian Monk up in number 3 slot? Would you maybe drop Sunbird down to 10? Would you take Goblin Rocket completely off of there? Maybe you don't think that Herdmaster's good enough to be on the list. Maybe you think, I don't know, something else should be on there, Satyr Musician, something like that. But yeah, a lot of these troops, especially the honorable mentions, are stuff you're going to use early in the game. And then the top 3 were stuff I still use. So that's how I went about it. Troops I use, my opinion. Put your opinion in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining, it helps a ton. Tell your guild if you can't join, that helps a ton. And yeah, let's get to 3K. Have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow for Vault event. Thinking about maybe doing a live stream, but we'll have to see. If I do, it'll be from like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So I hope some of you can make it. So look out for that. Maybe live stream vault event tomorrow. Just a hope, not a promise. And then Saturday, promise that I'll live stream vault on Saturday, Gems of War. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. See y'all next time. Tell your guild, join. Peace.